Antz, villain General Mandible. The Prince of Egypt, villain Ramses II. The Road to El Dorado, villain Jekyll-Khan. Chicken Run, villain Mrs. Tweedy. Joseph, King of Dreams, villain Zuleikha. Shrek, villain Lord Farquaad. Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron, villain the Colonel. Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas, villain Aris. Shrek 2, villain Fairy Godmother. Shrek Tell, villain Don Edward Lino. Madagascar, villain Foss. Wallace and Gromit, villain Victor Quartermaine. Over the Hedge, villain Vincent. Blast Away, villain the Toad. Shrek the Third, villain Prince Charming. B-movie, villain Layton T, Montgomery. Kung Fu Panda, villain Stallion. Madagascar SF2 Africa, villain Makunga. Monster vs. Alien, villain Galaxar. How to Train Your Dragon, villain Red Death. Shrek Forever After, villain Rumpelstiltskin. Megamind, villain Titan. Kung Fu Panda 2, villain Lord Shane. Puss in Boots, villain Humpty Dumpty. Madagascar 3, Europe Most Wanted, villain Chantal Dubois. Rise of the Guardians, villain Peach Black. The Kurds, villain Tanky. Turbo, villain Guy Gagné. Mr. Pip D and Sherman, villain Grunion. How to Train Your Dragon 2, villain Darbo Bullbeast. Penguins of Madagascar, villain Dab. Villain Snack. Kung Fu Panda 3, villain General Kai. Troll, villain Sheep Bergen. The Boss Baby, villain Francis Evan Francis. Captain Underpatten, the first epic, villain Professor Poopy Pants. The Hidden World, villain Grimmel the Grizzly. Abominable, villain Gerald's World Tour, villain Queen Burb. The Kurds, a New Age, villain the Slimy Mandrilla. Spirit Untamed, villain Hedrix. The Boss Baby Family Business, villain Erwin Armstrong. The Bad Guys, villain Professor Marmalade. Puss in Boots, the Lost Wish, villain Jack Horner. Ruby Gilman, Teenage Kraken, villain Queen Nerissa. Trolls Band Together, villain Velvet. Orny and the Dirt, villain Light. Kung Fu Panda 4, villain the Chameleon. The World Robot, villain Rose. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, villain Evil Queen. Pinocchio, villain Strawberry. Fantasia, villain Chandler. Dumbo, villain Ringmaster. Bambi, villain Man. Saludos Amigos, villain Aconcagua. The Three Capulero, villain Toybo. Nick Mind Music, villain Toti Teti. Fun and Fancy Free, villain Lampuzio. Melody Time, villain Roster Lake. The Adventures of Isobo and Mr. Toad, villain Mr. Winkyo. Cinderella, villain Lady Traminia. Alice and Wonderland, villain Queen Hedge. Peter Pan villain Captain Hook. Lady and the Tramp villain Auntie Sarah. Sleeping Beauty villain Maleficent. 100 Dalmatian villain Pundia Devil. The Snore in the Stone villain Megamind. The Jungle Book villain Shere Khan. The Aristocrats villain Edgar Balthazar. Robin Hood villain Prince John. The Money Adventures of Winnie the Pooh villain Heffalumps and Wheels. The Rescuers villain Madame Medusa. The Fox and the Hound villain Amusald. The Black Cauldron villain Horned King. The Great Mouse Detective villain Professor Rattigan. Oliver and Company villain Will Sykes. The Little Mermaid villain Ursula. The Rescuers Down Under villain Percival McLeish. Beauty and the Beast villain Gangst. Aladdin villain Jafar. The Lion King villain Scar. Pocahontas villain Governor Ratcliffe. The Hunchback of Notre Dame villain Claude Frollo. Hercules villain Hedge. Mulan villain Shan Yu. Tarzan villain Clayton. Dinosaur villain Carl Notorious. Fantasia 2000 villain Chernabog. The Emperor New Grove villain Yzma. And Atlantis the Last Emperor villain Tiberius Rook. Lilo and Stitch villain Captain Gans. Stranger Plant villain John Silver. Brother Bear villain Ganhi. Home on the Branch villain Almeida Snake. Chicken Little villain Foxy Loxy. Meet the Robin Nose villain Bowler Hut Guy. Bolt villain Dr. Calico. The Princess and the Frog villain Dr. Facilius. Girl villain Mother Brother. Winning the Pooh villain Baxon. Wreck-It Ralph villain King Handy. Frozen villain Prince Hans. Big Hero 6 villain Yokai. Zootopia villain John Bellwether. Moana villain Teka. Smelf Breaks the Internet villain Arthur. Frozen 2 villain King Runard. Raya and the Lost Dragon villain Ruin. Encanto villain Alma Medieval. Strange World villain Rimpus. Wish villain King Magnico. Moana 2 villain Nalo. Thanks for watching our video. For more videos, subscribe to our channel, like and share this video.